By the 18th dynasty, unified Egypt needed stability. After expelling foreign occupiers, the ruling class sought absolute power. This relied on Ma'at, an abstract force of truth, justice, and cosmic order they believed prevented the universe from collapsing into chaos. Maintaining this order required a specific mechanism, a legitimate, male pharaoh sitting on Egypt's throne. An empty throne or a broken lineage was an existential threat to the survival of the universe itself. This rigid system faced a sudden breakdown when Pharaoh Thutmose I died. He left no surviving pure-blooded sons. Since legitimacy flowed through the female bloodline, whoever married the royal daughter became king. To solve the crisis, the court married 12-year-old Hatshepsut to her half-brother, Thutmose II, immediately making him pharaoh. After 20 years of a relatively uneventful reign, Thutmose II also died. He left behind only a young stepson who was far too young to rule the empire. The court was now trapped. The law of Ma'at demanded an adult male king to prevent cosmic disruption, yet the only fully qualified, purely royal adult alive was a woman. Hatshepsut made an unexpected move. Instead of acting as a temporary queen regent for her nephew, she claimed the divine throne for herself as king. Rather than asking a conservative society to abandon its belief that the king must be male, she altered her own presentation to match the requirements of the office. She adopted the formal male physique in artwork, masculine clothing, and the ceremonial false beard of the pharaoh. This choice reflects a pragmatic response to the constraints of a male-defined office. She stepped into the role by embodying its visual codes. By becoming the female embodiment of a male role, Hatshepsut satisfied the religious requirement for a male ruler while keeping her own bloodline in power. Securing the throne was only the beginning. To maintain the perception of Ma'at, Hatshepsut had to provide the tangible results of a successful reign: peace and prosperity. She initiated trade missions to the land of Punt, returning with cargoes of gold, frankincense, and myrrh that flowed directly into the state treasury. She used this wealth to fund large-scale architectural projects. These monuments served as a visual reinforcement of her divine legitimacy and the gods' favor. The most significant of these was her temple at Deir el-Bahri. Built directly into the desert cliffs, it was a structure that rivaled the architectural achievements of the Golden Ages. Her 2-decade reign was stable and wealthy. As the country flourished, her subjects saw it as a sign that the gods accepted her rule. After more than 20 years on the throne, Hatshepsut died. Her stepson, Thutmose III, assumed full control of Egypt. Decades after her death, the state launched a massive campaign to remove her from the historical record. The erasure was physical and systematic. Her statues were smashed, obelisks hidden, and her name chiseled out of official records. Despite her administration being one of the most successful in the 18th dynasty, her successors worked to turn her into a ghost. For years, historians assumed this was an act of personal revenge by her stepson. However, the evidence suggests a more systemic reason. To the Egyptian mind, a female king was a cosmic anomaly. To ensure the continuity of Ma'at, the official history was corrected to show an unbroken line of male rulers. This erasure is why Hatshepsut remained obscure, while queens like Nefertiti became famous. Nefertiti's conventional role was easier for history to categorize. Modern archaeology eventually looked past the defaced monuments to reconstruct the facts of her reign. Hatshepsut ruled as a woman, but her actual achievement was mastering a system so completely that her successors had to literally rewrite history to deny the facts. Competence, regardless of gender, had secured her empire.